Just a couple. Edward Wolf, you're working with the British on the W93. How is that collaboration going?
Yes, sir. So I would tell you both programs, they're being done in parallel. Obviously, the UK design is a sovereign design. But as we work in parallel, both us and NNSA under the Mutual Defense Agreement, I think we have gotten to the point where both teams are moving forward in parallel. The right amount of data is being shared where it needs to be shared. And I would say the way that all three of our organizations are working together is really good right now.
Final question, General Bussiere. How are you doing on retaining pilots? That's been a problem with the fighter pilots. Is it a similar problem with bomber pilots, or is that a different breed of cat?
No, our rated management stressors are pretty agnostic of the platform. So we're experiencing similar challenges in retaining. You know, historically, when the airlines are hiring, we have a retention problem, and when they're not hiring, we don't. There's different dynamics that affect an aviator's decision to stay in the Air Force, but we have similar challenges in Air Force Global Strike Command.
A couple of years ago, Senator Cotton and I had what amounted to a focus group with young Air Force pilots without the brass around, and to sort of get from them some information about their view of the retention issues and the pilot shortage issues. It was very interesting. We expected going into that meeting it was going to be all about bonuses and quality of life and housing and all those kinds of things. What they shared with us almost universally was they want to fly. And what was pushing them toward the door were desk assignments. These were people that joined the military, and they don't necessarily want to be a general. They want to fly airplanes. And I thought that was a very interesting insight that came across to Tom Cotton and I very strongly, and I just commend that to you for your thinking in terms of retention.
Senator Kenner, that's a universal aspect of retention for aviators in the Department of the Air Force. And across the board, the department is aggressively trying to come up with not only new ways for generating aviators through our pilot pipeline, but also coming up with programs to convince our aviators of staying in service to their nation and the Air Force.
One way may be to have parallel tracks. You're on the pilot track or you're on the officer track, and it may be that some people choose to stay with flying as opposed to moving up in the ranks. But I just wanted to share that with you because the impression came through so dramatically to us that this was one of the principal issues. So I just again wanted to share that insight.
Absolutely, Senator.
Thank you. Thank you, Madam Chair.